So, as we left off, you were all carefully, quickly escaping into the rain of the evening, away from the moon tower, or at least the destruction left behind, you assume, from where the moon tower once stood. As you all headed back to wherever you thought safety was. Which, by the way, where are you headed?
Where are we going?
Oh, yeah.
Gondola ride, anyone?
Wait, which spire are we on?
Maybe we should go by.
You're higher up in the core spire.
You think
Maybe
they-
to the
will they shut
lantern?
down the gondolas?
The lantern spire.
You were a wolf!
What?
You were a wolf!
Yeah, you're a turtle.
I feel like this is a conversation for tribe.
Yeah,
No, I'm back.
put a
Guys,
pin in
guys.
it. Put a pin in it.
We can cover who was who over drinks.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
Dude, cool.
Lantern spire.
Yes. Spire by fire.
Spire by
Fire
fire.
by fire. Fire by fire.
You were a wolf too!
Big whoop-de-doo. Let's get...
Did you just big whoop-de-doo me?
I think I did.
Wow, alright, I like this girl. Alright, we're going to the spire by... You sure we don't want to go visit... No, we just saw him.
We just saw him. We need to give him some time. Or rather, I need some time.
Pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not gonna work out anyway, so.
Yeah, but we can still be friends. Anyway, let's go to the spire by fire.
All
I don't know
right,
if I
so
can.
taking the gondola, that's a silver from each of you. And Gurge looks over at you and goes, I got no cash.
I got you. I can float you.
Chutney's buying.
I'll cover everybody.
You will?
The
Secrets.
the green scaled dragonborn that's currently running this side of the gondola entryway, as he's collecting your change, goes like, "So, did all of you hear this loud noise up from what is happening
What are
that
you
way?
talking about?
Don't be crazy. What?
What? People are rushing over that way. I've seen more wardens coming around the corner. What happened up there?
No fucking clue.
Yeah.
Weird. We should just go then, shouldn't we, before it gets too busy?
Yeah, should we
It's
check
about
it out?
okay. No, come on. Yeah, keep safe. Keep safe. He closes the doors behind you. At this early of the hour, there is nobody else in this gondola, so it's just the 8 of you and Gurge.
Early at 1 a.m. or early at what time is it?
3,
now?
4. It was right
you-
before sunrise, right?
It is pre-sunrise. You're not quite sure the hour right now. If you'd like to, someone can make a survival check to ascertain the
Yeah.
specific.
Is this warden on the gondola with us?
There's no warden with you. It's just Gurge and you guys. So the person you were talking to was the person who was manning the gondola entry and just kind of closed the door behind you.
Oh, okay, so he stays where he was.
Yeah, he's the one who's.
I got 11.
11.
Are we all rolling survival checks? To see if
Does
we know what
anybody
time it
else
is?
Yeah, that's it.
It's so cloudy. 11.
I think it's 11. It's about 11.
Roll for time.
5, but I'm enjoying the unicycle ride. Oh yeah, you can hop off now. I mean, if you want.
Nope, this is nice.
Yeah, as a note, you like half of your group is still covered in your own blood.
Yeah, I was about to say, Orm is standing with his hands clasped. He looks over at Dorian riding an FCG and with a stream of blood coming from his hair down into his eye. You don't look so good.
You look worse.
I can't see.
What do you mean?
I don't have any healing, but
I have.
I can cure some wounds.
I can see.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stand behind Oram and cast Cure Wounds.
you can do what?
Sorry.
Holding on
What?
to that.
Yeah.
Man, we're so dazed. Did you get anything from him?
Yeah, I tried, and he laughed inside my head and said,
Not to interrupt, but where are you guys going?
"The lantern spire."
Legends by.
Okay, got it.
Just drive, all right?
Fucking dick.
Wait, do you have a charger?
What do you do?
Use a charger.
I think I might.
Just as a point of reference for everybody, since clearly when you leave the site of an explosion covered in blood, there is nothing more suspicious than saying, I didn't hear or see anything.
That's a good point.
Just say, yeah, that shit was crazy and I don't know what the fuck happened, but we're bleeding and going home. We're gonna get caught, motherfuckers.
Well, man, as far as they knew, we just had a wild night. I
Yeah,
understand where you're coming from.
I feel
That's
like
very
you know,
true.
though. I feel like you know.
Are there
I
any
know.
windows in this
people.
gondola?
I know,
Like, can you
I
stick your
just
hand out
am
and get
off
some
my
rain?
game.
Yes, there are open exterior portions.
There's open
you know.
exterior points.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
you
knew
can
that.
stick your hand out, get a little.
No, I'm all right.
I'll get a little.
Gurge at this point is like reaching out, like sipping from the rain and collecting it.
I'm sticking my head out Blade Runner style.
There you go.
I toss Gurge my water skin.
Squeezes it dry.
I take out my straw. Would you like something a little more substantial? Booze?
No. What?
Alright.
No. Tosses you the empty skin.
I don't know what I have in me right now. Is it coffee or is it old coffee or is
Do
it
you want some peanuts?
Possibly a bit of both now.
There you go. Here's 3 peanuts.
your old tanker. So
Dressage peanuts are the best.
Gurge, what? He said he was trying to extrapolate your curse. I'm assuming he means your little wolf situation.
Yeah.
Did he succeed? What was?
Had me bite 3 volunteers.
and turn them into lycanthropes?
There's a good chance, eh?
Wait, 3 what?
Volunteers.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened to us? You would have bit us?
I guess so at that point. That's why he was keeping me.
And if
Damn
you
it.
bite, is that what happened to you? Did you bite him?
No, I didn't bite him. I don't
he
know where
bite
the fuck
you?
this one came from.
No.
Is that how you all know each other?
I mean, you know,
Some kind of
same smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you all smell.
I know.
I can't.
Except for letters. He doesn't smell much.
You smell like an old whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
No, I passed.
How long were you there?
Just a couple days, 3 days maybe. I don't know. Wasn't much sunshine down there when they kept me, so I had
That's
to
true.
guess.
You didn't happen to catch the names of these volunteers, did you?
No. They were all just dressed up in leathers. Looked like they were armed to the teeth. Either some sort of a, I don't know, sellsword or some kind.
They were willing volunteers?
Yeah, they were all brought in by whatever.
Weapons.
Super soldiers.
They all lived.
Aye, they just put their hand through the bars and, either had me bite them, which I didn't do at first, but they went ahead and sat me down to the table and cut me until I did.
How hard do you have to bite? Just like little nibbies?
Just on
You
to break
gotta-
blood. Same way I got us.
I don't know much about it. What exactly are you?
I'm just a man who lives on his own.
Oh, sorry. Hop off. Forgot you were between my legs.
Off the pegs.
Just the cable's like shaking a bit back and forth. I'm a retired wanderer.
People call you a wild man. It's pretty cool.
Boo.
So, did you ever hear mention of the Paragon's Call?
No.
Yeah.
And you've been here for a long time,
Been
or
living in Marquette for about, better part of a decade.
Marquette?
Hey.
But then you got here. You came here for a visit, or you were kidnapped?
He's just like eyeing each of you intensely.
It's okay.
Just saved your life.
I know. It just, it's been a fucking week.
I hired them to come and find you after I couldn't find you at your spot. I came and you were gone and the place was tossed.
I had a strange feeling you weren't gonna just go away, so, thank you, but also... I am originally from Wildmount. I had some friends. We were kind of a band of hunters, and then I caught a disease. I realized this disease was a bit tough to keep a tampon.
I got there.
I'm with you.
Those come in useful sometimes. Once a month.
God damn it. I was sent this way to find some folks who could help me try and keep a leash on it, if you will. And they did. So yeah.
That sounds like your story.
Yeah, do you want to revise that story at this point?
Are we at the bar yet?
No, we're
not
still
at
in
the bar yet.
gondola.
That's a long ride.
But we're heading, so we just now will say, for the purposes of this, you arrive back at the Lantern
Oh, we're
Spire.
here.
Where are you going at the Lantern Spire?
Spire by fire.
Spire by Fire's. Okay.
Spare the fires in the
Spire.
court.
It's in the core.
Which one's in the lantern?
What's the one, the Lantern Spire one?
Weary-
Lantern Spire has the
Weary
Weary Way.
We're going where?
The Wawa Wawa. The Baba Wawa.
So the rural juror.
Yes.
You should make a shared note card about spires and locations.
I have it all actually. I'm just I'm
Hoarding it.
I'm hoarding it.
To the weary way.
Come on.
Okay.
I actually did this right before the break. What's in which spire? I should use it.
I should send you guys a sketch, actually. I'll do that. I'll do that. But I don't have it tonight,
So we're in Lantern. Yeah.
So you arrive in the Lantern Spire. The rain's still coming down. Not quite sure what hour it is, and with the mists growing high above the jungle and starting to caress the streets, and the faint, distant bit of twilight, you get the sense that either the sun's going to rise in the next half an hour, next 2 hours. It's kind of hard to pick out at this point. So you head to the Weary Way Tavern. Kamala is not currently holding the front. It is looks to be a young tavern hand that seems to be staying awake through the hours in which it is mostly empty, and it is. There's maybe one person who's conscious, who's in the process of just writing notes in a small journal. Everyone else who's in the room is either passed out drunk at their table or is in the process of heading up to their room and leaving. But if you want to gather a room for privacy, you can pay for a chamber. Multiple rooms or a singular room to fit all of you. There is one room that can fit the whole troop of you.
Yeah, let's do that. And ask for a couple of basins of water as well, please.
Okay, easily enough done. That'll cost you 1 gold for the room for the night.
Someone paying?
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You all settle inside the chamber, kind of close the door behind, and you can see Gurge takes off the cloak that was borrowed to him by Fern over there, hands it back, and then immediately kind of shakes off the rest of the rain that's gathered around him before sitting down on a stool. Anyone got, food?
Oh, I think I have so appropriate. Pink bear claw. That's pretty stale at this point.
You just, without questioning, begins to bite into what you can hear by the sound of his eating is a very stale pastry,
Yeah,
but
I forgot about
it doesn't bother him at all. Finishes cramming it.
For the
Leftover from campaign 2.
Of the cape?
the cape. Let me put it on.
It is quite musky.
I might have been slightly subversive in my story to you originally. I'm sorry to have sold a story that sent you down a long and detailed river, only to have you buy in completely and have the rug pulled out from under you.
How are rivers detailed, and why is there a rug in the river?
You've never had a rug in the river?
No.
Oh, you're missing out.
We could have gotten killed. That thing brought down an entire tower.
You're getting paid.
Are we? Let's.
I spent
Maybe we
100
should just.
gold for you.
Maybe we should forgive and turn over a new leaf and start by being honest with each other.
Oh, sure. This is Gurge.
Well,
Hey.
He's a lichen. My name's Chetney Parkopi. I'm also a lichen.
I didn't know that. I mean, that works for me.
Yeah,
That's great.
like, do you know each other?
No.
Briefly.
I mean, yeah, sort of. He's not a master craftsman, and he's not really going to help me find work. That was all horse shit.
Why did you want him so badly?
Well, he told you he sort of used to run with a group of hunters, and
It's a group called the Clariotas in Wildmount.
The Clariotas?
Clariotas. They are, best I can explain, a group of fringe society monster hunters. Kind of fell in with them for a bit. It was, best prospects for a bit of change, and it was better than begging on streets for a bit. Learned a few skills, learned a bit of a unique craft, until I contracted this disease in a hunt. Kind of exiled myself for a bit until I heard tales of intelligent werebeasts out here in the gloomed jungles of Marquette. Was nearly killed multiple times trying to get myself here, till I finally found the Gorgine, which is a sect of, do they know about where you're from?
No, you can hit him.
There's a bunch of warriors who use chemocraft, a sort of blood-based arcana that you can harness your own life essence to smite your enemies, if you will. One sect of these hunters was known as the Gorgine. Apparently they've learned to harness this curse that I acquired in Wildmount, so I was told to go seek them out before I went absolutely wild and started murdering everyone around me as a crazed wolfman. Came down here, found and ran with them for a few years. Learned to harness this beast. Worked out fine till I had a falling out with the leadership, and preferred my existence out here in the wilds where I could just be a lone wolf, if you will. It's great for a while, living on my own. Did my hunting for my food. Built a little knot in the middle of the jungle. No one bothered me.
What was your falling out? What was the drama? Spill the tea.
No. Till this gnarled stump of a man wandered into my life about a week ago and wouldn't leave me alone. Until I agreed, so I showed him a few things. Helped him maybe rein in his beast a bit. Got a bit greedy, so I was going to pawn him off my only friend here, Ajit, and maybe they could direct him to the Gorgine, where they run about these days, because I lost track of them a long time ago. I was barely here as I tried to find Ajit. Hopefully to introduce you to before I got swept up by this whole fucking conspiracy, if you will.
Did they search you out?
Seemed to be.
Yeah, you didn't wolf out around any guards or anything. They just seemed to get the jump on you? Like they knew?
I guess some folks know more than they let on. And I've lived in these spaces for almost 10 years, so I guess a few folks have their rumors, but... So I don't come into the city until someone fucking shows up and forces me to walk the streets. It's fine. It's fine.
You called it a disease or a curse. Aren't those kind of things curable?
But they come in handy on occasion. It's only a curse if you don't know how to utilize it properly.
Yes, exactly that. I always thought it was like a full moon kind of thing, and then you couldn't really control it, and you two seem to do it at will.
Oh, it gets a bit dicey around a full moon, eh? But, for the most part, we've learned a few things. See, this blood magic I mentioned earlier, it helps keep the chains on it, like a muzzle. You can just let it go at times when you're feeling frisky.
But what happens on a full moon?
Which moon?
Well,
That's true.
Katha drives it mostly, but the road is as high in the sky, well, everyone's kind of at a disadvantage.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Which, by the way, we're getting close to its zenith here in the coming weeks. You best be looking out. You all best be looking out if you're traveling with this one.
Are you traveling with us at this point, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, now, look, I'm sort of invested because your toys are in production. So, I mean, you could pay me for the services rendered up to this point, or I could continue to engage with you on a professional basis.
Well, how are you going to do that if you don't have a chisel?
I don't need a chisel to make love out of wood.
Oh my god.
I have other tools. And I pull out a wood file, pull out a hook. There's a whole assortment of tools here. A chisel is just the most direct line to success.
We could get you another chisel. There's got to be a chisel in this city.
For sure.
Are you a new Lycan?
Relatively.
Does it scare you to be this way?
I mean, a little, but it's pretty fucking great.
How did it happen to you?
Oh, well, when I was chased out of Uthodurn by the Glass Blades Guard, I messed up my employer something fierce. We had a disagreement, and I got chased down into the woods, and I was trying to trap some food and came across a creature, I thought, and it ended up biting me. And when I killed it, it turned back into a human. Anyway, some of these hunters that he's talking about, they found me and they were gonna do it. But I was able to keep the change at bay. I had some control.
And you said you're from Wildmount as well. Are you both from Uthodurn?
I'm not from Uthodurn, no.
Now what? You are going to head off with Gurge and learn to better master all this?
No,
or?
fuck no. I'm leaving this behind. I'm done. I'm out. Going back to my hole. Stop bothering me.
Well, I just need a little more information on where they are, and then I won't bother.
I don't fucking know where they are. I haven't seen them in like 5-6 years at least.
But you gotta know somebody here that could point us in the right direction. You got like a Rolodex or something that's...
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
I only saved your ass.
Come on.
What? How do you feel about a 3?
Even by fantasy world basics, also Rolodex makes you sound old.
Right? Yeah.
Well, Dewey Decimal.
I mean this in the nicest way possible for me. The day you stepped into my life, it's been nothing but a tangle. So please step out of it. I'm gonna go back home. I'm fine on my own. But go and find Adjet Dial. Is it the Dial Hole in the Core Spire? I don't know where he lives anymore. Tried looking for him, and that's when I got picked up.
Who? What was his name that we're looking for?
Adjet Dial.
Adjet.
Dial?
So are you just going to go back to your home in the woods?
Yeah.
Hovel.
Well, pardon me for questioning your logic, but they found you in the city. Don't you think they'd be able to find you in your home? It's not a hidden place, is it? Or
It's quite hidden. It's the reason why they waited until I came into the city to come after me. And if they want to come after me, they're welcome to try. I've got some defenses, and now I'm going to build some new ones.
If we wanted to come visit you from time to time, though, we're welcome. But we're not welcome.
No,
All
you're
right.
not at all. I do appreciate you helping out and helping this man. And you know what? That's great. I hope you take this kind thing you've done and it helps absolve your soul of some past sin that some wayward deity might hold over you. Oh, that's what people do these days. I don't know. I'm going to go back to eating squirrels.
Right, but do you not believe in reciprocity?
Sure. Name something you want from me.
Well,
I can think of something Fern wants.
What you want? Tell me your price.
bite me.
What? No.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Give the girl what she wants.
I took an oath many years ago to not do this.
No, I know, but I mean, who's honestly keeping track? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's fine. I can turn into what you are just like that.
Show me.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds to look through my cards. Well, I can do it. I'm just not going to do it right now because I also can't because I'm tired. And I realize I'm all tapped out.
Well then, enjoy your beauty sleep. I'm gonna go nap, because I'm exhausted. You know, from all the beatings and torturing I've endured for days. Don't get me wrong, I am appreciative. I'm also gonna fuck off in the morning. I hope that's okay.
One last thing.
Yes?
I know, we're gonna let you go to bed and leave all of this behind. Was there anything else that you heard about Ira while you were in there and with him that could help us?
Days.
There's not much conversation. It was mainly just that creepy ass motherfucker just taunting me. Apparently, Jenna thinks for a second, kind of focuses hard and tries to remember. Really just enjoyed his fucked up work, really. Made a lot of weird glowing things. Brought folks in that were escorted in by that fancy-looking fellow, or his boss, with the dark hair.
Volley?
Volley was the in-between. Who was the big boss?
Armand.
No, we did, Armand.
Right, whatever that was. Forced me to bite a few folks. Occasionally that spindly fuck would leave for a bit and come back with equipments, chemicals and the like, and just kind of quietly muttered to himself.
Do you remember who you bit?
I don't know who they were, but they were well armed, they were well dressed, and they all seemed to be... They weren't like wardens or anything. They looked like they were more, brigands.
When Ira left and he would come back, what did he smell like?
Yeah. It's like he seemed like he's calling his sense memory. He begins to snarl a bit and sniff heavily and goes, "It smells strange. It smelled like something I never smelled before. Like the jungles, maybe, but crisper, sweeter."
I wonder if he was going to the Feywild.
Do you want to smell me? To see if it's like a similar.
Kind of leans forward, kind of brushes his beard a bit to kind of get some space under his nose.
Is he licking your neck?
Maybe that's sometimes how. I mean, that's how snakes smells, by licking. So maybe.
Oh, it's just the air near it. Don't get any ideas. Kind of similar. Anyway, I'm exhausted.
Wait, just one more question. Sorry, Armand?
I don't know.
You saw him though, right?
I saw people.
Oh yeah.
What
You
is
said
he-
they were brought in by Armand.
Do you have a physical description you can relay?
Dark hair?
Yeah, he was like a tall, yes, handsome-looking fella, dressed real fancy, all sorts of jewels and rings and necklaces. It's, yeah.
Human?
Looked to be human, mostly. He, had kind of a... Some stuff here.
Oh, looking at notes.
He's wearing kind of a... like, fine, like, fancy, shiny pants. Kind of like a... like a nice Sherwani coat with, like, a high collar button in the top there. Blues and golds. Nice kept goatee. Short hair with like a wave to it.
What color hair?
Black.
Did you notice any kind of symbols on his clothing, like animals or any kind of crests?
Nah. More of a centaur-oriented person.
Go rest.
All right. He gets it from his stool and wanders back, kind of like walks in a circle 2 or 3 times, and then just like flops down on the ground and passes out.
Yeah, what a turn of events. Who could have seen any of that coming?
I don't know anybody with two eyes. So I have more information than I did before. If I understand if the trust has been broken, but I do enjoy working with you, and I feel like I can be of service.
You keep saying all these things about service, and we're in your employ, and you're in ours, and we're working. But I do recall you calling us your friends. Did I hear you say that earlier? Did you call us your friends?
Maybe.
What was that? Say again? I didn't quite hear that.
Yes.
Yes. All right, I just wanted to touch base.
We've been friendly. Friendly.
That's not a bad thing.
No.
But what happens next? We just went to great pain to find this man, and you're just gonna bounce off and you're with us?
Well, I'd like to. I mean, I don't know. First of all, I don't even know how to spell half of these words. But
he told us about Agit.
Agit Daholi.
Dial hole.
At
Yep.
Dial Hall, yeah.
And look, it's going to take time to find those people. I don't have anybody else here in Drusar, and I know more about the Moon Tower and all sorts of wacky shit that's happening, and there's strength in numbers. And I am good with locks.
I like him.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do 3. I mean, the only thing more fun than a new friend is a new friend with a secret.
And don't listen to him. I am actually very good at controlling the wolf. That's why they let me live.
Well, it sounded like you still need some help controlling, or at least mastering.
It sounds like there's more to be gleaned, but essentially, if I don't control it, or if I show an ability to hurt others, then I think they'll come for me.
Who's they?
Well, those hunters.
Those hunters.
The Claret Order. They kind of keep a tight lid on that shit. If it is a curse or a disease, they don't want it running rampant.
So what you wanted from Gurge was to teach you the ways of controlling it
Or
more?
introduce you to this group?
Yeah.
The goo. Gorgine.
I mean, I'm okay on my own, and I've made it from Uthadurn down all the way to here, but
I mean, Imogen,
Yeah.
wanting to find someone who can help you control things is a worthy goal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would behoove us to help him if he can help, you as well.
When is the next time Rudis is high in the sky?
Make a survival check.
can I help her out with that check?
Oh, wait.
You've already made your check earlier.
No, 12.
I'll just know the time of the day. You can make a survival check if you want to separately.
I'll give her a bench.
Okay, roll again.
I'll take it.
It's 11,
13.
11 o'clock.
Total. Just 11 o'clock.
Yeah. So while the two moons move on two separate cycles, Katha is the one that moves on like a monthly cycle. Rudis kind of moves on a near 6-month cycle.
Okay.
The Rudis has been slowly rising on this horizon over the past few months, and so you expect probably a couple months from its zenith.
All right. A couple months. So you've probably had this long enough that you've experienced at least one cycle of Rudis in the sky?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, when it gets hairy, I usually kind of isolate a little bit, just in case it gets, out of control.
Moody or something.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I feel
12.
like I owe debt of insight checks. There's a strong, disproportionate amount of checks between me and everyone else.
It's just because we don't fully know you yet.
I think we just want to ascertain if there are any more surprises.
Yeah. We all know everything about each other.
Yeah,
Tons of
everything.
I mean, clearly there is, and
You're a
clearly this is not a
prince,
person to
you're
be trusted.
Dead.
I'm nice.
I'm telling the truth.
Oh, I don't believe you for a moment. On the other hand, I'm really excited for you to stay with this group. I think it's a great idea. I want a werewolf, or at the very least, I want to like beat up a werewolf at some point. So either way, I feel like this is just a win-win on my end.
Sure.
You realize, Fern, there's more than one wolf in here that could bite you. If ever you
Oh. Oh. Well,
You might also turn into a
maybe
tiny
one
wolf.
day. You know?
You want to be a wolf?
No, I'm just.
Who wouldn't want
Just
to be?
wolf curious?
I'm wolf curious.
Did you not see me down there? That was fucking amazing.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Do you?
someone intentionally, I'll hunt you down.
There's that problem, though.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You can't.
What if you just bite someone in the throes of passion?
Can't hear you, I'm sleeping.
I guess you have to wear a retainer a lot or something, like a like a mouth guard. That shit don't happen.
Like a muzzle?
No, just
Oh,
like
fucking.
stings get
Invisalign,
yeah.
level 3.
Level 3 is a lot.
Look, I won't lie. There are some things that I haven't told you yet, but I'm trusting you more, and I have selfish desires. There are people that need to die, and things that need to be righted, but that's down the road.
Well, tell us now. I mean, you can't just drop that. And
No,
say,
I'm
I've
pretty
got
tired.
crazy secrets, but I'm not going to tell you any of them.
Pretty tired.
You have crazy secrets?
No, that's what he just said.
Kind of secrets
I know
do you
he's full
have?
of
I thought we
secrets.
knew each other.
Oh, what?
What are you holding back?
I'm not holding back nothing.
I know,
Who do you
fuck
have?
with you.
You're my designation. No.
I had no idea you had such a cruel spot.
If metal could blush.
I knew it was dark.
Well, I have all these papers. I start laying out all the papers.
Looks like a tomorrow problem.
They are blank.
We just scooped up blank paper.
Were they blank in
But
the
you
room?
said that there was papers with like weird writing on it that we couldn't
Yeah,
understand.
they weren't blank when you picked them up, but they're blank.
What if we hold him
What
up
do
to
we
the
do?
window next to the moon or something?
You're underground.
Oh, wait, though. Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Ooh, what is that?
Okay. They're still blank. You can read anything that you can see. There's nothing on these paper.
Wait, I've heard about like invisible ink and stuff. We should try like a reagent in heat. Do we have any lemons?
I'm just gonna breathe.
Breathe on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like national treasure.
No particular effect.
Let me see one really quickly. Let me just see one. I'm just gonna tear a corner.
It tears.
You can
Well, it's not
do a
magical.
handful of fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I trouble you?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna hold one piece of paper just
But don't burn it.
with like an inch away from the flame.
Okay, let's see if
Can you still do?
Maybe there's lemon juice.
let me see if I can
No, it's
heat
down
it
south.
up.
Not a problem that lemon can solve.
There is no problem that lemon can
All I have is I have burning hands right now.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
We may need an outside contractor to figure this out.
Can we just light a candle?
I think we should go see Lord Astro.
Wait, what?
It's 4:30 in the morning.
After we sleep.
He's been asleep for 9 hours for sure.
We need to sleep.
Yeah.
I guess he would help.
You might be able
But
to.
I will say, you know, as we've discovered more about you and your unfolding mystery, there's more threads to be followed there for sure. However, you know, we all have threads to follow. I for one am really interested in making sure that you all find what you're looking for, especially Imogen. She's so close to.
Why me?
Well, you're so close. It's an achievable goal.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, and Lord Estro said that he would get us into the library
Exactly.
Super fast.
So I don't want to
yeah.
get too distracted. No offense. You know.
But we're,
No, no.
I mean, we're gonna be here. We gotta talk to your guy. We still gotta talk to your guy.
Hey, didn't you go talk to somebody?
I actually wasn't going to bring it up tonight, but tomorrow morning over breakfast, I was in fact going to offer everybody a very exciting and interesting opportunity to get out of town for a few days. Maybe lie low, do something, do some traveling, see some shit.
We did explode a tower.
You sound like you're selling a timeshare.
Yes.
Oh my god.
There can be. There is money. There is travel. It could be fun.
It may be wise to get out of town.
That's true. That ship blew up pretty big. And that warden up at the top of the gondola ride, we didn't kill him, so he's probably going to rat us out. I mean, or, not kill.
Should we go kill him?
I
Can
don't
you
think
fly
we should go.
into a winged angel of death and open his carotid?
Sure.
Maybe we should just sleep?
Maybe we should sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to sleep.
I'm gonna my hoof. I'm gonna scratch my ear. Are there multiple beds in here? Or is Gurge taking the only?
Gurge is on the floor.
Oh, okay.
There are 3 beds in this room. They're all larger beds. The room can fit all of you, but you're gonna have to share some bed space, or some people put up your bed rolls for the floor space.
We're 10 games in. I think it's time for an orgy.
Yeah.
Is that the rule? I'm new here. I don't know. How many games does it take?
Wow. Turn off the cameras.
1, a 2, a 3.
Roll some Constitution saving throws here, guys.
Master Owl.
Spa episode, everyone. Spa episode. We're going bathhouse episode. We're all doing it now. Okay.
There's still one more lighting mode. We haven't tried yet.
The disco ball.
That's not rain.
I can't find the button in time. Okay.
I'm gonna jump and play on one of the beds.
Oh, man.
Okay. So, you all can complete your long rest as you manage to sleep through the night, battered, beaten, bloodied, but alive. Eventually, you sleep through the sunrise because it is only about 2 to 3 hours away at this point. And then eventually, you come to consciousness in the warm, bright sun blaring through the window you didn't realize you had left open as you all passed out rather quickly. But you get breakfast.
It feels really bright with the sun coming up.
The day is
When you
yours.
wake up.
Yeah.
Scan the room for Gurge. Is he here?
Gurge is still here.
He is.
Yeah, he's still sleeping.
I go in and check the papers. Anything?
Still blank.
You can run him by Milo too if you want.
Think they might know something?
They might. Never fucking know.
Should we see if we can have breakfast in bed? Or should we go downstairs?
I want to let him sleep, I think.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Breakfast is on me.
Oh,
God damn.
Thanks, Chet.
Thank you.
Well, as Orm said, you guys have invested heavily.
So for food for everybody, it'll run you about, we'll say 8 silver.
Son of a bitch.
Tip.
Oh, that's right.
It's still like 100.
And he has it all on him?
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
gave away a few.
Yeah, and
Like sparingly.
and I'm back. Yeah, and you.
We don't know that.
When last night when we were all getting ready for bed, I took some materials and tried to repair myself, and I took the 1 platinum that he gave me and I ingested that as well, and just to sort of fortify my inner workings.
You got it. Okay.
is that what does it?
It helps.
Really? Does the nicer coins, like, improve you more?
We'll say yes.
Video gamer logic.
Exactly. So, meals are had downstairs. You gather by the general energy in the streets beyond the exterior of the Weary Way that you're probably close to noon by this hour. So you've all feel fairly rested. What would you like to do?
I think we should avoid the core spire for quite a while.
It's probably a good idea.
As long as possible.
All right, Pitchman, tell us about your idea.
Over breakfast.
It is over breakfast. Well, and I recall that I've mentioned some of this before, except that despite the fact that in the real world it's been several weeks as opposed to the 12 hours in game time. I have an employer that I do work for on occasion. It's been kind of contract work for several years now. She's eccentric, a bit complicated, but the work is good, and she's kind of in a bit of a complicated bet, and she's looking for something to be retrieved. And I said I might have a crew. If you guys are interested, it would be several days out, travel to, oh God, let me find the note.
I'm in.
The Heartmoor Hamlet.
Thank you. Travel to Heartmoor Hamlet, get a
hamburger.
retrieve an object, probably pretty dangerous. Come home. She gets the item, gets to prove she's got the biggest cultural dick in the spire. We make a little bit of money, get me out of a little bit of debt, get me out of a lot of debt, to be honest. I'd appreciate it.
How much debt? More than his brother?
Funny you should say that. I should also add that it was her golem, just in case it comes up. It might come up. That was her golem that got stolen.
Might come up?
Yeah, it might come up.
You know, I thought I was the king of KG. What is it with this group? How everyone is sort of hiding their...
Right? They're all like hiding behind layers.
I'm specifically talking about you. My brother's involved in this somehow?
Well, I don't think your brother actually is involved in this. I think your brother got this pinned on him.
Right.
And for the record, I've made my opinion known to her that she's probably targeting the wrong person and should probably take a minute to think about that.
Did you tell her that you know him?
I was very discreet.
What did she say?
Well, is very hurt. She said that's interesting, and she would like to know more, but in the meantime, it stays.
Maybe if we do this task for her, she'll...
I'm not going to say she's a particularly grateful human being, but I can imagine that it would amuse her to have the opportunity to be grateful. So, yeah, couldn't hurt.
Purely selfishly, this sounds amazing, Ashton.
I'm promising nothing. I'm just letting you know the lay of the land.
How long would we be gone?
God, I'd say probably 10 days tops. That's what I think. I think that's if everything goes horribly wrong.
Well, isn't it... I feel like it takes quite a while just to get to the Heartmoor.
The Heartland or the Heartmoor.
We can't miss the ball.
When is the ball?
Like 4 days out?
I'm just under a week.
Well, we could make it to Heartland in about
6.
So, on foot to the Heartmoor, following the paths, you have 5 to 6 days travel. You can ride on trade carts, which can be a little safer. You can purchase a horse that might take you there about 3 to 4 days travel. You could, if you make the right arrangements and make the right friends, you might be able to rent a Simurg or a few Simurg to bring you, which will only take you 2 to 3 days travel. But it's pricey.
I mean, no, we don't. We know a guy, but we don't know a guy that well.
We know a guy.
That's
who's
real
got
well.
Simurg.
That's not enough.
What's a simmer?
The flying dog things.
That we keep dodging.
Yes.
Because they've got authority on them.
How much do those cost?
We've got 1 week to the ball.
Cool.
I don't know.
No idea.
Nobody knows.
No idea.
We could just ask one of them and
Yeah.
see if they would just do us a favor.
I feel like we should
talk
avoid the wardens for Yes.
But the wardens don't control the Simurg. I think it's just private operators.
Oh,
It's like they're
really?
like taxis, or some can be.
There's some
A little of both, right?
Yeah, there are wardens they're sky wardens that they ride Simurgs to keep watch, but there are also privately owned Simurg riders that ferry individuals from spire to spire, as well as occasionally
It's like having your own
distance.
helicopter
Yeah.
instead of like facing
Exactly.
the traffic.
It's not inexpensive. Though none of you have purchased one, you can only imagine they're not cheap.
Want to go find out or ask around how much they cost to rent or something?
Let's figure out what it is, and if it's a little out of our budget, I can see if she'd be willing to foot the bill.
Is there a time limit on this mission?
I got the feeling that it's a soft time limit, but there will come a point where it's running a little late.
I know this would be good for me, but I cannot allow us to miss the opportunity to go to the ball. It's not for me. I know you laugh because you think I would like to go to a ball, which I very much would, very much.
I am
But
genuinely not looking forward to that, but I understand.
It wouldn't just be good for you. I mean, this would get you out of a pickle as
This
well.
would be a big deal for me, but
You'd have freedom to leave and go have a life, right?
I could get the fuck out of town if I actually wanted to. That would be very nice. Very nice.
Let's go back to the beginning, because you said this was all revolving around a bet? Are we her pawns?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That tracks pretty well.
Oh.
Yeah. God, she'd make patches. If I recall, if I recall, she was giving it wasn't a hard deadline; it was a loose deadline.
It wasn't a hard deadline. It was she hadn't fully accepted the proposal yet, and the longer she was taking to accept it, the more it was kind of more challenge was being added to it. So she was like, I mean, don't take too long, but there wasn't a definitive time period.
So I could let her know that we could leave right after the ball if that's something we absolutely want to hit.
Is that enough time for you, Orem?
Well, I need to check in with Eshtaros. I think so.
To go see the anger.
Can I just run down a couple of to-do list items so we all know like what
I'm
we're
so glad you're here, FCG, to keep track.
Okay, the ball. Remind me why we need to go there again.
Because it seems like we could dress up.
But was there
love
another
balls.
purpose for it?
Yes, to be introduced to society so that we could get into things easier.
It was just general society. I
Maybe.
feel like there was a more specific
Well, I
reason.
thought we were going to represent Lord Esteros.
I don't think he wanted us to necessarily represent
I think he
him.
said to go and like use his name.
All right.
Oh. It was to maybe meet people from the Shandy Quorum,
Yes.
right?
To be introduced to society.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, the ball. Mission for Jana Hexam?
Gianna.
Jana
Yeah.
Hexam? Okay, that's on the to-do. Check in with Pretty.
I mean,
That's a later
that's
thing.
We can
whenever,
do that.
You know, give him some time.
I don't
give him
know
some
if we
time.
need to even,
What about you, Orm?
Well, I'm just on a fact-finding mission, and I just need to speak to this man Brescio.
The anger.
Yeah, which hopefully isn't too long.
How far away is
It's
he?
here.
Oh, well, that's.
He's here
do
in
that
town.
today.
Lord Esteros is going to make an introduction. He already knows this Brescio, so it's really just if everyone's okay with it, I just need to check in with him
We could do it today.
and do it today.
Do you want us to join you? Or is that something you envision doing on
At the very
your
least,
own?
take some backup.
Yeah, I don't. It's better than going alone, of course.
Right?
is there a chance he'd be at the ball? High society and all?
Brescio? I don't pretend to know enough about Tressar to know that. But he's still recuperating.
And then there's Imogen. She needs to go to the Starlight Conservatory
Yes, I do.
and could also do that today.
Do we have the?
Do we have the letter yet? No,
He said he was going to get
He
it.
said he
prepared
was
for you.
prepared. Yeah, so I don't know if it's exactly ready just yet.
Because we did once again just see him
Yesterday.
You did. But he was like, I can handle these things for you.
Yeah,
Like now.
yeah.
We could at least check in on those two things.
Yeah, so we could go to the library and we could go see the anger.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So, Starlight, anger.
ball gown shopping.
As long as, but Lord Esros did say that he did not know if we could all go. He was trying to get us an invitation
I'm fine.
or added to
I'm
the,
okay
the
too.
list.
I'll stay with Ashton. Baldur's-
Sounds genuinely terrible.
Yeah, awful. Like diarrhea making.
Thank you. Yes.
Just gives me the gurgles. Know the sound?
I know the sound.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
What else is on our list?
Well, maybe find Armand, Ira,
Ajit, you should add
Yeah.
Ajit, or
Dial.
finding his
Yeah,
the
Ajit Dial.
the people who can help him
Oh, I don't know.
control his inner angers.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, that's all.
Ajit Dial will lead us to them.
Sure. But then there's also the bad guys too. You know, there's Nightmare King.
Yeah, Nightmare King and Armand. Who I bet will be at the ball because he's a fancy guy with jewelry, wearing blues and golds,
And wavy hair.
black wavy hair, and a goatee. Only rich guys wear goatees, I hear.
I do not have one.
Did you grow one?
It's weird. I feel like
you
it's almost like your soul has one.
Yes, deep down inside. No, I do. He does
I
not.
make an investigation check with Greek
It is very soft.
Oh no.
Oh God!
Bitten.
It's like a baby's forearm. Maybe I just give you one fang.
Oh, no. Check me.
and
All right, I don't care about any of these. I'm gonna leave. Good day to you.
I forgot he was here.
If we need to
I'm
get
doing
a,
it right.
if we need to get a hold of you, how do we reach you?
Don't.
Oh,
Look, in all seriousness, you're a pain in my ass, but it's a tough life. I'm sorry you got dealt this hand. Follow this path. There's some good folks there. We don't see eye to eye, but they can help you.
are you in good standing with them? Did you leave on good terms?
Not particularly.
Is there anything I should say to like win them over and make a decent impression, other than just being myself?
Don't mention my name,
Oh,
and just be honest.
wasn't gonna do that either.
Have a good life.
All right.
And he gets up and, like, with a complete and utter lack of manners and care, just exits the chamber and vanishes into the rest of the day.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye, Gurch.
I need to find a wood chisel. Make my way over to the bar. Excuse me. Do you know any tool shops around here?
You see Kamala, the orc helm of the bar, kind of to you. I'm sorry, doll. What were you saying?
Afternoon. Tools like hammers, chisels. Wood.
Here?
Well, anywhere in the spire around here. Hardware store.
Let me think for a second. You probably, best bet here. Maybe like the Trove of Marwa might help you out. She gets all kinds of weird stuff around here.
Trove of what?
Marwa.
Marwa. Marwa. Got it. And what? Who owns that?
Marwa.
Oh, figures.
Marwa and Dahlia. She can probably help you. I don't even know what you're asking about, but if it's weird and you're looking for someone that sells it, Marwa could probably help you out.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Sure, no worries. Thanks for being a patron of the Weary Way. You're a doll.
All right. It's not. I can wait.
So what's the plan now?
Esteros?
Guess
Or
so.
our friend Esteros, yeah.
Alrighty.
Is there a way letters get sent in this city?
There are couriers.
All right.
A pathway to the Core Spire from the lantern.
In the Core Spire.
He's in the Core Spire. You can, but there's the Fate Walk, the bridge that goes across. You don't have to take any gondola necessarily. The lantern and the core are directly connected by the Fate Walk. But if you would like to be careful, you could all roll a stealth check to just
lay low.
Keep out of sight, and in as much as you can, inconspicuous. You fucking group of bright, colorful sirens.
Robot corpse.
We go shopping for some different clothes or something.
Cloaks and stuff. Sure.
Whoa.
What the hell is that?
I mean, it landed on
All
a 20.
right, so
14.
It's
14.
20 up.
14.
It's a rare.
6.
Call it
Right.
20.
10.
Okay.
21.
21.
Natural 20.
Dang.
What's my modifier? Where's my modifier? Scroll up. Beyond 11.
11. Okay.
Which one are we doing? I'm so sorry.
Stealth.
Oh yeah, 22.
22.
Did we get a bath or anything like that? Or are we still just a little
Well, I did
bloody?
ask for basins of water, so I
Yeah,
imagine
no,
we
you
were
managed to managed to clean yourself.
And I
Okay.
did throughout the night prestidigitation everybody's clothing to try to clean us up.
Everybody.
Look,
Okay.
Okay.
one by one went around the room.
Gathering your most muted colors and cloth and keeping yourselves looking as inconspicuous as possible. Well, a few of you had a few tripped up moments. Your friends made the opportunity to bring you closer in and travel without issue to the Core Spire. Eventually coming to the outside of the Eshtaros Manor, you are greeted and brought back in to meet him within his afternoon. Looks like he had just finished having tea while kind of reading up on some papers that he had been shuffling through as you all enter. He kind of doesn't even look up at first before finishing what he's reading, sets it back down, takes his glasses off, sets them on the table.
What you reading?
I'm reading things that are
Important
Of no-
documents?
no, it's literally.
Fiction?
Recipes.
What can I help you with?
We had an eventful night.
He kind of like glances past, like,
Yes, you all look a bit. You've been a bit. Did you have anything to do with the attack on the?
Yes.
Kinda.
We didn't do it.
But we were
We were
there.
there.
Right.
Things got a little. Oh, geez. Peekaboo.
It certainly wasn't intentional.
No,
we were
it's
just
not our
fighting for our
fault.
lives, really.
And who are you fighting against?
Make it sound good, like we didn't totally fuck up.
There was this creature.
The Nightmare King.
Yeah. Long, spindly legs. Huge eyes. Black as night. No nose. No lips. Jack-o'-lantern smile. And a teeny tiny top hat.
Long fingers, like, a 1.5 long.
Terrifying. Genuinely. And we hit him with everything we had, and I didn't even see one drop of blood.
He was also conducting sort of experiments and trying to turn people into werewolves.
Had weird creatures in cages.
Yeah, there was this big insect-like thing in a cage. Oh, and a big contraption with a blue crystal in it that was magic enhancing or
That
something.
made furniture come to life.
We solved it.
Solved.
It was him.
Indeed, there have been a few occurrences of such struggles of which you suffered not long ago happening across the city.
We've seen one.
And someone named Armand is involved.
Yeah,
Someone named Valley.
He's
Volley.
fancy.
Yes.
Yeah, Volley, obviously.
Oh, and the Nightmare's King's name is Ira. It's just Ira.
Ira
Yeah.
Wendigoth.
Actual name.
I'm not familiar with this Ira, but Armand, fancy you say?
Yeah, blues and golds. I don't know if that's like a
Fancy pants.
shiny pants.
That would be Armand Treshy.
Oh, he's a trashy!
of the Mahan House Treshi and someone I have long believed to be a member of the Chande Quorum.
Oh, shit.
Well, he was paying this Nightmare King to do all of this shit under there.
Yeah, and they were turning soldiers or something into werewolves. He was making super soldiers.
They did 3 of them so far.
And they wanted to sow chaos.
What purpose?
We didn't get that far.
Yeah, he disappeared. So we were starting to overpower him, and instead of fighting us, he did something, and he flipped a switch, and then he bamfed out. I don't know where he went. But we found paper that had writing on it, and then when we went to look at it, it was blank.
You got it right there. That does have writing on it, but that is standing in for the paper that we...
Oh, that was the breakfast tab. We were trying to figure out who owed what, and okay.
Estros takes it because I'll have a friend look at it who specializes in arcana. This grows ever more entwined and thicker, and you see like an odd grin come across his tusked mouth, his jaw kind of leaning into it with a smile. I've had no love for Armand for some time, and we've had our own quarrels, politically. I like the idea of seeking a way to undermine his influence in this city. What better way to do this than at an event where all the other movers and shakers of the Odiran Wilds will be present? Okay. Well, you've brought me some things to consider, some questions to ask, and some arrangements to make in the coming week. And I thank you for this, and I'm glad to see that you are all still in one piece. To that point, Oren, whenever you are ready, I can have you escorted to speak with Oshad.
You beat me to it. We were hoping to take care of that today, if that's possible.
That can be done. And I spoke to my connection at the conservatory, managed to hear back, and I have presented this to you. It should be enough to get you what you requested, I believe.
Does it have a wax seal?
Within, it has my seal, yes.
Good. Oh, it does! It's so official.
How's this handwritten?
It's pristine.
Okay.
Can we see? Oh, shit, it's real.
Thank you so much.
Must have taken a class at Skillshare.
You should know that this Nightmare King, he smelled of like Fae. I'm just standing in a pile of like wood chips as I'm filing a book.
Definitely.
You seem nervous.
Now, this is how I occupy myself.
Very well. I will seek any information I can find on this Nightmare King as well.
Estros, the Treshi, weren't they the masons at the Mimic Wall?
Yeah, it's all their house,
They
isn't
like
it?
run that house, runs that guild, and it's like an umbrella.
There are multiple guilds under the House Treshi.
Yes.
They're all under House Treshi.
They are a powerful Mahan house.
I can't help but think mimics, lichens, are they
Angry tables.
are they researching monsters?
Ooh, you flatterer.
Well, they seem very bullheaded on trying to cause some sort of disruption, disturbance.
Sowing chaos.
Sowing chaos in the town, and I'm assuming it's so that they could get some sort of political gain. You know, if you can sow chaos, then you can often get people to, I don't know, do what you say.
Create the chaos and then supply the forces to subdue
To fix
said
it.
chaos.
Exactly.
Maybe they're behind the
This, yes. Fresh cut grass and I talked about this a little bit.
It's mainly you. Credit where credit's due.
No, you said it first.
Well, no, it's all you. You present the theory.
Well, it's just, what if, there's sowing all this chaos in order to get permission for this Paragon's call to have full, military state type of control over the town. And then this Paragon's call, maybe they're the fancy pants, gods who are trying to get super soldierized by being werewolves.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a theory.
I think it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
You said it first.
Yeah, but it was mostly you. You inspired it.
I followed.
But shouldn't people of influence and power try to help those underneath them?
You silly, silly noble.
That was a real question.
No, Mr. Storm, you're absolutely correct. And that is what is so frustrating in Exandria, at all corners. That's why people like myself and those I call allies expend our resources to try and flush out abusers in power. I may reach out to some contacts in Ankara. I have a friend there who works with a library that specifies interest in breaching corruption and wiping it out where it stands. I'll see what I can do. In the interim, take some time to rest. You look quite, and I do not mean to offend, beaten. Take some rest.
He goes and reaches off to the side into a pouch and sets 5 platinum on the table and says, perhaps a bathhouse very somewhere. As they say, treat yourself.
Is there a place where we could go? Do you have any recommendations?
This is not on in my text. I don't have anything for this in my notes.
Yeah, this is a bit beyond your experience here.
Ash is not at the spa all the time.
There is a place called the Diamond Horizon in the Lucent Spire.
The Lucent Spire. Oh my goodness, that sounds expensive.
It would be. This is where where you would be meeting Oshad anyway. So perhaps after this encounter.
Clean up, then go meet him.
And he was defending House Lumas. You said the Lumas twins.
You'll be meeting him at House Lumas.
Yes.
Where the Mahan family lives. What remains of them.
Can I ask, just in comparison to House Treshy, are they comparable? I know they had different pursuits, the way you described it.
Treshy is one of probably the 5 most powerful houses here in the wilds. Lumas was under that by a bit. They are not as politically invested. I didn't have too many interactions with him directly, but I know that the Ginang Elas Lumas, who is the matriarch of the family, she was the one that dealt mainly with the quorum, kept her children away from such complicated politics. They were more of the researchers.
So then she still has everything under her control?
As far as I know. She's the one who finally was able to facilitate this meeting. So show her respect, give her my thanks, and show her some heart, for she did just lose some children.
You sound like you have quite the personal connection with her.
Not directly, but I know how deeply the loss can be.
All right. So spa, then we head to House Lumas.
Whatever you think is best. There are about, as of today, 5 days till the ball.
Did you get tickets for us?
I'm working on it.
All right.
Are you all to attend?
There's going to be
I mean,
shenanigans,
Dorian's
then yes.
gonna
If not,
attend.
then I'm fine.
I will do what I can.
I can stay outside. It's fine.
Can't do it if we're allowed.
I will do what I can. I make no promises.
You need this.
You know.
I do?
You do.
Treat yourself.
All right.
These are precisely the sort of things that you should be observing.
Can you go in a bath?
I think I can go into water. I don't know that I would enjoy it as much as you folk would, but
Have you ever tried it?
I've been wet.
I think we should try a nice bath for you. See if you like
Give you a
it.
nice little scrubbies?
Maybe they've got essential oils and you could just do all oil.
That sounds better to me. Yeah. If it's
Actually,
nice
can I
oil.
just reach out? Do you feel that?
My senses pick it up. Yeah.
See, so you might like a bath.
I think. I mean, Dorian might be onto something. I think oil or grease in general might be more suited than just like
No, that
plunging
makes
into water. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I could try like one arm in water and one arm in oil, and we'll just see what happens. What works better.
Has rust ever been an issue for you?
I can rust. Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oil it is.
Wait.
What?
You okay? Something to drink?
I do.
Oh, I understand.
It does beg the question, though. Have you baked anything today, last night? Any new recipes you're trying?
I, unfortunately, have not had the time to pursue more of my hobbies with the growing tensions within the city, but, should the time come nigh for this event, perhaps I will bring a cake or two.
To the bathhouse, then.
Very well.
When we do, just out of curiosity, when we do go to House Lumas, is that right? Are they expecting?
They have been notified that you are interested in speaking with Oshad.
And you said it was Ginon?
Ginong is the title of the matriarch.
Oh, okay.
Ella Lumas.
Ella Lumas.
And they were expecting just random strangers? Like, did you tell them who we are? Or we don't have like a name or anything, so like.
Which, to that point, you've traveled quite a bit. Is there a specific title in which you would want to be introduced? Perhaps both professionally or within my employ? Or should I be able to get you all into this ball to be announced as?
Yes, that sounds amazing. This is it. This is the moment. We have to have an announcement, have you never had a proper announcement before? It's amazing. Everyone turns at you, you look at you, you do your best little turn or whatever presentation you want to do. It's great, and if we go together, we could all do it. You're definitely coming, I don't care what you say. Is this really gonna happen? What is our name going to be? I'm so excited.
Goodness.
Could, I don't know, do we want to figure it out at the bathhouse or?
That's a good idea.
We don't have to tell you now. This announcement is for on the day, right? Or do we have to?
There is no pressure from me.
There's so much pressure.
A week? Okay.
I didn't make you feel pressure.
No, it's good.
exciting.
Go bathe, figure this out. I will,
I
he
have
looks at the stack of
I have a
papers.
head wound, so.
What's the name of the bathhouse again?
The
Diamond
Horizon.
The Diamond Horizon.
Horizon,
Just
thank
go.
you.
But I prefer to lose it entirely before my meeting. I hear water helps with that.
Directly into it.
Really hot water.
Seals it right up.
It's great when you turn your head and it sloshes for the rest of your life. So, Eric's takes the papers that you presented and begins to kind of like look over them himself as you are escorted out of the manor.
Right before we leave, I'm just gonna go up to him and Lord Estros.
Yes.
And in his head, he's just gonna hear, "Thank you so much. It's been a very long time since anyone's shown us this kind of kindness, and it's quite unexpected, and I'm just very grateful for it."
He just kind of looks to you with a furrowed brow and nods, and you hear back in your head him responding to you, says,
As harsh as the world may seem at times, there are good people out there. It's easy for them to be drowned out by the noise.
Well, thanks for letting your voice be heard.
Thank you for showing that some people are willing to trust strangers and make a difference.
It's wild how Imogen just goes up to so many people and just stares at them. She's got me doing the thing. No, I know what she's doing, but it's unsettling.
It's a little unsettling.
as you're leaving, he goes,
For the record, you have recently been present of what would be a massive attack on an important place in the city. Do you need any sort of clothing or cloaks?
Yeah, some
Oh
cloaks
my
would be
gosh,
nice.
yes. Thank you.
I will have Evelyn provide those.
and you are given a whole, each of you, a series of like dark earth tone cloaks, grays, greens, browns, to just utilize to hide most of your otherwise very colorful exteriors. It's not going to do it entirely, but it will help beyond just what you have.
Not a fan, but okay.
So, where are you two next?
Can I meet you there? I just need to pick up a chisel.
Sure.
The bathhouse is bigger, quick stop. Okay. Just give them my name so they know when I get there.
If we remember it, we will.
You remember my name?
Sure. Chewy?
Chortney.
Oh, no.
Chad.
Chad.
I could rock Chad.
So you splinter off to look for a chisel.
Trove of Marwa.
Actually, now that you're on the core spire, not too far as you're heading towards the pathway back to the Fate Walk, you do pass a place called the Prism Emporium, which is a fairly decent size, what looks to be a seller of all sorts of general goods from one end of the spectrum to the other. Yes. You can see there's a kind of a fairly decently lit interior. There's already a few possible patrons wandering the goods and checking and gathering things, and you see a female elf that is eager to kind of make a sale, and while everyone else is in the process of looking about, you have that kind of look of intensity and purpose, and leans out and goes, "Oh, hi there. You look like you're driven sort?
I am.
What you looking for? What can I help you with?"
I love working with wood. Do you have any wood chisels?
I think we just might. Let me check. Turns around. We have everything. Goes past a curtain in the back, and you hear like some
Yeah, I know.
a couple things tumble over, and you hear like shit.
Weird
Aha!
vibes.
Pulls out a bound kind of rolled leather assortment and rolls it out, and there is a full spectrum of various carpentry tools in here. Now, any of these seem to fly your fancy?
Yeah. That long one right in the middle, what's the handle made of?
It is made of the finest wood.
I just need the one. How much for just this one?
This is imported. This is a fine tool. Found its way after many years from craftsman to craftsman. It is responsible for the development of many of the Mahan house.
How much for the set?
Full set? full set. I'll give it to you for because you seem like a driven fella. About 10 gold.
Oh God.
10 gold?
Yeah.
About 7.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
18?
For like a $5 tool set.
7 gold, 5 silver, and we'll call it even. Eager fingers, little friend.
Deal.
All right. Rolls it up, hands it over to you. Gonna mark off 7.5 gold.
I didn't catch your name.
My name is Tuyen Otwana, and I run this establishment. Welcome, and thank you for being a patron of the Purism Emporium.
Oh no, Tua. Thank you.
What is
And I'll turn and leave.
All right, Dexter.
You're on the list.
Alrighty. So, do you catch up to the rest of these fools?
I'll try and catch up or meet them there, depending on how long that
So
takes.
we'll say you catch up a little after. You guys are heading towards the Lucent Spire?
Yes, the
Horizon.
Diamond
All right.
Horizon.
As you take a cable, so it's 1 silver from everybody to traverse to the Lucent Spire.
Yes. Someone, by the way, always has to pay for me.
Got it.
Prison Emporium was on which spire?
It's Core Spire.
Core spire. I'm going to the Lucent. Right.
Yeah. Coasting upward. It's this is heading towards one of the higher. It is the second tallest spire in the city beyond the Airy Spire, where the conservatory is set. But the Lucent Spire you've only seen from a distance. It is the shiniest, definitely at golden hour. You can see where most of the buildings that set upon the upper portion of it looks like a gem-encrusted growing tower right around the time of sunset, because there is just masses of beautiful glass and crystal and polished marble that beset the neighborhoods here. It is one of the thinner spires, and you can watch as you get closer and closer. The streets themselves are narrower as well. There is all manner of greenery and well-kept fauna that is used to decorate and give kind of a natural beauty between the various estates and homesteads that are built upon, within, and along the outer rim of the spire streets as they ascend upward. You eventually find the Diamond Horizon, which is a beautiful alabaster bathhouse. You can see there are interior ones that are more of like a sauna steaming arrangement, and there are 3 that are situated on the outer edge of the street. This is kind of the place where you could imagine watching a beautiful sunset if you wanted to. And these 3 other bathhouse pools, the water is heated, but it is open air and overlooks the entirety of the wilds around you. Choice is yours. It's a little more expensive, but you can do it.
We have 5 platinum.
How much more expensive? Yeah, expensive.
Okay, so this place is pricey, but with 5 platinum, easily said. You could either go all in and just pamper the hell out of yourselves with a full 5 platinum, like you will be treated like kings.
I'll cover it.
We have
some.
With what?
Esterash is.
No, I know, but I have to earn back some of your trust.
Oh, you'll earn it. You don't have to buy it.
No, it's really, it's no trouble.
Actually, really would much prefer you actually earned it by doing shit. I don't want your money.
I would really rather pay for it.
Saw the train coming, and I just got off the track there. Do we pass by Hexam Manor on the way up, or?
Not yet, but it is not on the way, but it is past the.
I'm just gonna
Luminous
find
estate.
if I can find a courier on the way to just send this up right now, just so.
Okay. Yeah, that can be done.
Get it there. There's
We'll deal with that shortly.
Sure.
Just a dick butt. Veiny triumphant butt.
It's such a dick butt.
It's a secret underground symbol for a few factions here, Marcus. It is time to rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up indeed. So, are you going? So you're paying for the full assortment?
Full pampering?
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sure, Chip.
That's 50 gold or 5 platinum out of your pocket, and you are all presented with a 3-hour afternoon experience that involves massage, that involves fine snacks, that involves soaking in salt baths and aromatic treatments. It is, for some of you, a long missed luxury. For others, an experience you have not imagined having in your time. And it is a luxury that fills you with a sense of almost guilt with how humble your backgrounds were, and a brief moment of understanding why some people could easily fall victim to the interests and corruptions of others if this was a promised lifestyle. But with as sore as you are, with as hard as you've worked, with the blows you've sustained and the things you've survived, independently and as a group, you eventually give in to allowing yourself to enjoy this one moment of respite. And when the sky begins to turn from a bright blue to a slightly cloudy orange, as the sunset begins to loom within the next hour or so, you all begin to gather, freshly washed, relaxed, pampered, and dressed once more to take on what the day has for you.
Can I have, in that time, found someone to give me some oil in my joints and maybe some buffing and waxing?
Oh, as an odd request that many of them have never had, and some of the employees are ecstatic at the idea of, one, an automaton that's, speaks of its own, let alone one that wants to be pampered, something that's never happened here. So while everyone else had a good experience, you were royally treated out of curiosity, likely more than anything, but definitely were given a lot of attention. And if anyone would have any other specific interactions you would wish to bring forth during this time, you may. Otherwise, we can continue.
Did you say that the bathing was like out in the open and had full view of the city, or of the other spires?
There are some of the kind of hot bathing arrangements here that are outside of the main bathhouse that overlooks the edge of the spire, almost like an infinity pool of a hot tub that kind of overlooks the wilds around.
I think then the Orem, after an hour or two of bathing and oiling up and all that, it's totally different than home, but also very similar because it's high up and it's out in the open and it's a beautiful view. He would probably take his sword and start moving through the movements of the Zephyr Atom in full view of the city, just quietly for a half hour, slow movement.
Dick out.
Dick out. That's how you do it.
It's like the intro to Kung Fu.
Yeah. Yes.
Just a little.
Definitely.
Full streamer flopping.
He was holding a short sword.
Oh my god.
Definitely declined any massage or any.
No.
Definitely declined anything like that. But if there was oils or something, would have definitely.
There were oils, and there were many offers, but we can. Okay.
Don't fucking touch me. But that you can leave that. Definitely used the baths. Took a nice nap.
Totally.
Definitely polished up the stone. But yeah.
Alrighty.
I would like a flea bath and tick removal.
I will get Joria to help you, who usually Yes, no worries. And Joria arrives as this gorgeous older tiefling woman whose horns have been kind of clipped and then capped with these kind of rounded gold tips, and she has this soft, translucent veil across the face, and she kind of gives a look at you as,
Oh, I usually handle the patrons' pets. So you are a grand experience for me as well. Let me take care of you.
Oh, excellent.
And indeed, puts you through all the pampered paces of many pets here.
Do you get a bandana?
Lovely.
I hope so.
You are fluffed.
Do I get a holiday
majestically.
bandana? Like St. Patrick's Day or something?
It says on it like the Diamond Horizon. It's embroidered nicely, And you you look well kept with your curls and your robust hair. But when you all see Fern arrive, you are just a halo of fluff.
Ears so floof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
The coat is so shiny.
Thank you. I got the best treatment.
Getting like Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz vibes.
Totally.
Aware Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Laudna doesn't stay in the hot tubs too long because her skin starts kind of like flaking off,
Oh,
the longer
yeah.
she's in. So she's,
Dorian. Look, it's loosened up my joints enough to where I could just pop my shoulder out of socket. Did you hear that?
What's that floating? What is that floating on the water?
Oh, it's a fingernail.
Sorry, cleaning stuff.
Did you put it in your mouth?
Tasted it.
I'm just in the bath, far in the distance, just laughing.
Jenny, what do you think of this whole experience? I'm gonna swim, bob away slowly from the floating flesh monster.
This is a fucking sweet life. I'm letting it all hang out.
Did you get your massage yet?
Massage?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Oh, the whole space is open to it. You must partake of everything. Let's go find someone. 2 massages? Looking for anyone who might be willing to.
Quick enough to find. You are brought into a nice soft chamber where you can see there is a violinist who sits there just quietly playing.
Yeah. Don't worry. My friend will take it. We'll go here and here. Here. Do you like it hard or soft?
Oh, God. Hard.
Yeah?
I think.
Me too. 2 very, like almost Rolfing. Just mess us up.
Rolfing!
And then,
two delightfully dense-looking masseuses approach, kind of crack their fingers.
What are we fighting them? Or?
Oil up.
No. You just let them go to town. Let it all go. And I will tell you this, if they get too deep into your muscles, you might start to feel some emotions. If you start to cry, if you start to, it hurts so good, just let it out. I won't judge you, I promise.
Oren passes behind them outside a window naked, just slowly.
As the mood shifts in this room, the musician sets down the violin and pulls out a shawm and starts playing. And it is intense. Do you embrace it or do you fight it?
Face down.
Yes, let it out, Chetney. Let it all out.
Just gonna reach over and just give him a little pat on the shoulder. Does his back leg go?
That was the single greatest thing. I had memories surface. I haven't thought about it in years. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's so tender.
On to the steam room!
So, at the threat of a looming sunset, you all reconvene and head back out feeling much more refreshed and much more ready for the Lucent Spire before you. With a bit of travel beyond the gated homesteads and manors that often themselves are covered with cultivated greenery to appear overgrown, one with nature, if not for the well-polished stone and gilding visible between the groomed vines and flower boxes. These opulent homesteads are divided by small resting parks and large, if sometimes gaudy, fountains that depict long past guild masters of repute or the celebrated founders of the Chande Koram. But then you, based on the directions given to you by Lord Eshtaros, approach one of the comparably modest estates, though by no means any less wealthy than the wealthiest in any other spire you've visited. This crescent-shaped manor appears like a gathering of bright green domes atop white marble with impressively tall arches that mark waypoints between the main chambers, visible through large glass windows. A single short tower rises from the structures, what appears to be a personal observatory built within. Landscaped hedges and imported non-Marquesian trees dot the lawns surrounding the abode, and it looks like 2 wardens are standing vigil. As you step up, one of them turns. Your business?
We have a meeting here. We wish to see Ginang Elalumas. We've been sent by Lord Eshtaros.
Begins to speak up, and a voice says,
Do not worry. They are expected.
and a hand goes and taps one on the shoulder. And as he kind of steps back to look, you see a human woman, late 50s, maybe early 60s. She, between the cracks of age, there is a calm beauty and a silent strength to the way she holds herself. Even though she stands much shorter than the guardians up front, there is already a weight that she carries. Everyone around just kind of steps aside and bows in respect. She is dressed in an all-white ensemble with a thin white veil over the head. Her dress and attire simple for her wealth and station. Those of you who are from around here, you know this white dress is often a mourning attire. She looks like a picture of you, of a woman growing more beautiful with age, her russet skin cracked with her recent emotional moments, but smiles up towards the rest of you.
So, you have come to speak with Rashad, yes?
Yes.
If I might ask out of my own curiosity, what for?
Well, I've come a very long way from Taldori, ma'am. I'm from Zephyra. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
I have heard of this place, though I have not visited.
Well, several years ago, there was an attack in my home, and we have word from a mutual friend of Oshad Breccios that what you suffered here is similar.
What is your intent in coming here, then?
We just wish to know more. The Ashari, working theory is that they were testing our defenses. And it's been some time since it happened, but when word got back, I don't know, it's been worrying our leader's mind for some time, so we're trying to wrap up loose ends. Be ready if it's not finished.
So you wish to find who is responsible for this attack?
Absolutely.
Then in bringing peace to this shattered heart, you are a friend to this family. Come.
And she turns, the wardens step aside, and you see before you the stoned walkway that leads through the center of this house exterior to where you can see an open archway and a door that's already ajar, leading you further into the house. You all follow?
Is this group okay?
The wardens kind of nod. If they are your companions, then yes.
They are.
They keep an eye, and they keep their weapons at the ready, but they kind of, as you all begin to step in, kind of follow behind. While they do not enter the abode behind you, they do just stay vigilant. Stepping within the house, you're met immediately with this wonderful smell that is a combination of fresh herbs, some meal that was recently cooked. It looks like there is a platter of various crackers and like a basin filled with the fresh yogurt. The woman turns. I am Ginang Ella Lamas, and this is my family's abode here. You are welcome to make yourselves at home while you are here. I will let Ushad know that you have arrived. And she leaves the chamber off to the right, kind of curving around, not even a corner, but just like a hallway curvature just out of view. And you're left alone for a moment to kind of glance about the, I would say, not modestly decorated, but definitely comparison to some of the more outgoing establishments that you've walked by on the way here. It has a more of a minimalistic embrace of the space. A short time later, she returns and says, "Come, come," and leads you into a room where you can see there's a window that leads out to an exterior garden on the opposite side of this building. And there's a bed, and there's a man who is currently kind of laying semi-reclined within, blankets over, and the window is partially open, and the sun setting not too far off is bringing in this orangish red warmth to the inside of the room. She bows her head, and as you step in, the man looks over to acknowledge, and you see before you a male dwarf, probably in his middle 50s or so. He is, even in his reclined position, a broad wall of dark muscle, a smooth, bald head, sculpted goatee that comes to a braided point that rests down to about where his sternum is. Rich black skin, handsome, rugged. He carries a confidence and calm that exudes, even while recovering with what you see now are bandages in his somewhat bed-bound state. He sits up a bit and kind of adjusts his pillow.
So, what can I do for these unfamiliar arrivals?
I take a step forward. Ushad Breshio.
That is me.
My name is Oram, of the Arashari. And Jarrett Howarth tells me you and I have faced a very similar enemy.
You are friends of Jarrett's then?
More of an associate for me, although I have met him. I for years served under the voice of the Tempest in Zephrah, and her dear friends in Whitestone have heard from Jarrett. What happened to you? I wanted to hear your story.
Of course.
He smiles, the bright smile of well-kept teeth.
I met Jarrett a long time ago. We were looking to make our fortunes in this world, and we began as ragtag sellswords, in a way, before he moved on to hopefully better fortunes off in Daldore. I myself kept here and made a name. I am Well, that was a long time ago. Those days are long over when I found friendship and residency here within House Lumas. And he adjusts his hand over, and you see behind you the Ginang Ella kind of nods as well. She's still present in this conversation. To cut to the chase, based on what you are putting forward in your reasoning, I was hired many years ago by this family to keep them safe. And I have for some time. And only until recently failed. I carry that with me, and will probably till the end of my days. The Lumas twins of this Mahan house. They were named Balan and Zayar. He looks over towards Ella. She just kind of closes her eyes and nods. Well, Ella is the matriarch that maintained the unity of this house with the other Mahans and their family graces to the Chande Koram, the twins. They were more scholars than the Starpoint. Their focus is on planar contact, celestial bodies and stars. More of a hobbyist obsession, also with the crystal fauna that occasionally grows deep in the Heartmoor. We were attacked while visiting the Heartmoor deep in the wilds. Along with some of our compatriots, we were gathering and meeting a family friend at the hamlet. They're called Estani. Estani is a retired astronomist from the city of Ios, within the realm of Eshanador. They met there often to share their findings and research and conjecture about the greater mysteries of Exandria and beyond. Turns towards you. It gets extremely serious, his demeanor shifting to that of a soldier. There were 3 attackers, all dressed in black stained leather armor, wearing dark gray clothing, dark cloth masks over their heads, showing no recognizable features. Similar in build, I could not tell the gender of the attackers, but they were all extremely skilled and incredibly fast. Their weapons were envenomed, and sadly my capabilities were overwhelmed before I could protect the twins. I myself nearly fell to the toxin, and I am mostly recovered, but I could not stop them before the twins fell to their blades. When I cut through their killer, their bodies I watched immediately melting before me. Like I'd cut a net filled with fish. The armor enclosed emptied into a puddle of dark gray and black liquid, a sludge. I had never seen anything like it before.
We saw the same. I saw the same.
I told Jeritus when he came to visit, hearing of my attack.
Was there anything? I mean, we found nothing. They murdered several of ours.
To be honest, I was taken here to recover and woke up in the graces of Ginang, but Estani might know more. They were not present during the attack, but they were responsible for the investigation that followed. Perhaps you could speak with them.
In the Heartmoor. And I'm sorry, I'm just getting to know the lay of the land here. And forgive me, I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am, and for yours. How far is the travel to the Heartmoor?
A few days. By foot, a bit about a week. But by horse, much quicker.
Okay. not going to lie, I was hoping to find answers today, but things are rarely that simple.
Well, that's what you're looking for.
Answers. Justice.
Me too. And once I'm off of this cot, I'm going to look for them as well.
Just sort of looks at the group. Is there anything else I can do for you here?
Ella's ensuring that I have whatever I need. But
Did you see where they came from? They just materialized in the heart of our city.
I have had my share of experiences with would-be assassins, whether they be trained cutthroats or elite daggermen. There was something incredibly precise and intent. It went so quickly. These are skills I have not seen before.
I saw the best people I knew cut down in seconds.
I do not know who will be responsible or capable of training a host of killers able to work together in such unison. And the thought scares me and makes me angry.
Well, I appreciate what information you could share. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to hear.
As I will to you. If you get to Astani and ask before I can, just tell them I'm sorry. I couldn't be stronger for them. For Belan and Zayar. They were good kids. They did not deserve this.
Clasp him by the hand. Forearm. Well, let's see if we can return the favor.
Yeah. Yeah. As he kind of holds you and you feel the strength in that grip. It almost begins to hurt in how tight that rough grip begins to clasp on your forearm as you see in those eyes this gentle soul for a moment give you a glimpse as to why he has the nickname The Anger. We will.
Orm is a little out of body in this moment, so the pain of the grip grounds him. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
She nods.
Well, we've taken up enough of your time in hospitality.
Where can I reach to should I learn anything?
I think Lord Esteros would be a good place to start.
That's the beginning, yeah. We've been working with Lord Esteros for about a week, this group and I. So he'd be a good touchstone.
Ella chimes in and goes,
I know him. He is a good man. I'll make introductions and we will keep in contact.
Oh, thank you. Again, thank you. And thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Justice. And you should rest.
And looking over towards Oshad, who's like,
Honestly, if the venom didn't kill me, it's the banality of all of this that is going to finish me off. I'm just going to take a walk through the garden.
and he gets out of bed and grabs a cane off to the side and
I'd heavily recommend a massage if you've ever had one. I had this big bitch wash going all over my back. It set me right.
Ella begins laughing.
Refreshing.
It has been some time. Maybe.
You're right. Maybe I should not wallow as much. Anyway, I will show you out.
I give her just a little handful of snowdrops.
She like takes your hand as you hand him over and kind of holds him and looks you in the eyes with a deeply, strongly connected, immediate kind of meeting your emotion at the same place. And smiles. Thank you. And she walks out.
Well, this is we gotta find who did this, right?
I would like to. Yeah. Kind of a tall order.
They were attacked where? In the harbor?
Yes.
Which is where we had to go anyway?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, that gives us more drive to go take on that mission.
Yes, it does.
And they were studying crystal fauna? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Guillaume, was that the word? Was it crystal fauna?
Correct. They were scholars in the Starpoint Conservatory with focuses on planar contact, celestial bodies, and stars, and a hobbyist obsession with the crystal fauna that occasionally grows deep in the Heartmoor.
What the heck? It's all connected.
And did I hear you correctly when you said when you chopped into these people, they turned into like a black goop? Is that what you said?
I stabbed one person through the heart and they sloughed off of my blade in seconds.
That's gross.
Even for you.
Yes.
This was in your hometown, not here, right?
No, this is across the ocean.
Right.
Coast of Tal'Dorei.
What do they want? Like, what is the...
Yo, I killed this lady's kids.
How old were the twins?
Oh, good question.
Do you ask on the way out?
I don't want to ask her. I don't want to... Is there someone I could ask?
I can ask her.
A steward or a ward?
Yeah.
Just out.
Oh yeah, no, there are like a few stewards within the house that are just kind of handling things, kind of pulling off to the side and ask. What?
I'm sorry to ask. How old were the twins?
They were somewhat young, early 20s. I think 22, if I recall.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Sorry about your loss. You know, those who are loved are never lost. Unless it's like your keys.
Thank you, strange automaton person.
Well, what do we do? What do we do now?
Well, if we want to I might have gotten a response at the spa of a come by or a not come by, I imagine, but...
No response yet, actually.
Nothing?
Nothing yet.
Well, I mean, I think I'll want to make my way to the Heartmoor before too long. Yeah, I want to make my way.
Maybe immediately after the ball.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like it would be very hard to get there and back in time.
Oh, traveling through a place we've never been to find high-level assassins. Yeah, take our time.
Yeah.
Prepare.
It's tricky. No one wants to be transparent about secret dealings, but it feels like that's got to be the connective tissue here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything else about the attack that happened on your people and why? And what they were after?
I mean, there's only conjecture. The voice of the Tempest has floated the idea that it was some sort of trial run, maybe. But then years went by. 6. They dropped out of a tree in the center of where I grew up and made an attempt on her life. They didn't get very close before several of ours were dead, and she tripled in size and turned to stone and flattened the last of them, and the remains melted away.
And nobody had ever tried to attack her before?
Not like that. Nothing concerted, not an attempt on her life, not in my presence. Not that I was with her at all the time.
So you came here because there are more of your people here who had similar experience?
No, sorry. So, this attack happened in Zephyra 6 years ago. I left Zephyra soon after that, started to travel a bit, and it was only recently that a man named Jarrett Howarth was in Whitestone in Taldora and heard from the Lord and Lady of Whitestone. Sorry, Jarrett was back from here and told his story to the Lord and Lady of Whitestone, and then it got back to us. The leaders in Zephyra and Whitestone are quite close.
And your voice of the Tempest, did she send you to leave Zephyra to find out more?
She did. I brought Fern and Dorian back with me. We
got to meet the voice of the Tempest.
Does she go by, like, the voice? Is that what you call her?
I think... well, her name is Keyleth. She is the voice of the Tempest.
Oh, I see.
She sounds unfathomably awesome.
I don't know. She said that she, like, tripled in size and beat these guys up. She sounds kind of violent. People
So amazing.
I mean, but that's powerful, very powerful.
Very animatable.
And attractive.
Funny sometimes, too. But I mostly just eavesdropped on conversations.
DM, this Heartmoor area, is that near where my group was slain?
No.
Oh, okay.
You were further to the east of Drusar. The Heartmoor's to the northwest.
But it's still part of the Odiran Wilds?
Correct.
Okay. This is a wild place.
It's no Odiran wild place.
Well, another sort of thread.
Yeah, but it's all intertwined, you know? That's several threads together.
They are getting tied up, but what do I mean, I guess we just wait for the ball and then do other stuff, or should we go for you and do stuff for you?
Starlight Conservatory.
We could do that before the ball.
That's a good thing to do in the meantime.
I mean, the twins, studied there. Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe somebody there knew them. right?
Exactly. Maybe they knew something about where they were going, specifically, and.
Yeah, we got a week here almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that letter gets you in.
It does.
Probably not all of us, though.
I don't know. We can always try.
It's nice to have an
Written
entourage.
approval for the entry and use of conservatory services. It doesn't say specifically for me. It just says entry.
We could pretend to be like a study group.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they recognize us probably because Laudna and I certainly went there quite a few times before we met up with you. But
We look like students.
I think so.
yeah.
What?
Non-traditional students.
Extended.
I have tenure.
Same. Just get some parchment and a quill and just walk in like we're taking notes.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we could go by there tonight, or I'm assuming it. I don't know how late it's open. No, it is. It's open. It's open late.
Mm-hmm.
We could go tonight if we wanted to.
I'm down.
Okay.
Whatever you want, Imogen.
I mean, I wanna. I would love to go. I don't want to go.
I mean, you want to go there right now.
I want to go there right now.
there.
I don't enjoy sleeping very much, and if this can give some sort of relief.
You don't enjoy sleeping?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Yeah, I have dreams. Persistent dreams.
I would think so.
Yeah. Yes, as most people do.
Well, like bad dreams?
They are quite unpleasant.
Oh. I feel like I'm missing something. Letters?
Nightmares. I have a nightmare. A nightmare about a big storm. Consistently. And I don't know why. And I got my powers after those dreams started appearing, so it's gotta be connected, right?
Yeah, that tracks.
We've been trying really hard to get that letter, right?
Yes.
And I can't think of a better thing to do. To go and put it to use tonight.
Plus, we smell good.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best we've ever smelled.
Together at the same time.
Yeah.
I say we go.
I'll say that
Lavender.
there might be a quick stop of convenience on the way. It shouldn't take too long, but
Like you have to take a dump?
like since we're in the neighborhood, Miss Hexam does live not that far away from here.
Oh.
So that might not be bad just to update her on the current
Most
situation.
definitely, I would hate to go to another spire before.
Should we go there now, then?
Do we have to pass the bathhouse on the way?
It's not terribly far from where you are. Technically, it's not past where you were. It's the other direction from where the cable car brought you. So you can kind of make a little deterrence.
We'll make a little detour and see if the note was left.
All right. So for the sake of brevity, you head over towards the exterior of the estate, which you all get to witness in all of its like semi-ominous glory. Upon knocking on the door, a servant comes to the door. You can see it's a very thin and frustratingly self-important servant greets you before letting you know, after a brief conversation, Miss Hexam is gone for the evening. I apologize. You have to come back later.
Well, did you receive the letter I sent earlier today?
such a
A
pun.
letter was received, and I can tell you are mocking me.
It's not hard.
Good evening.
I pound real loud one more time.
Yes?
Just let her know that I came by with the new nobodies and she can call whenever she fucking likes. Good day. All right, we left a message. On to your people.
With the who?
Oh, I was talking to her about having a new group again because I hadn't had a group since the old nobodies, and she made a joke or I made it. I don't know. It just came up and I put it in the letter.
Your group were called the Old Nobodies?
They were the nobodies, and it was.
It's a good name. We're the new nobodies?
I guess. I mean, at least to her, at least at the moment, or anybody else who would give a fuck.
Wait, how would that sound being shouted out at a ball?
Ooh, not bad. Let me picture it like a marquee, too.
Right,
Yeah.
An announcer.
You okay?
I'm just excited about the idea.
Weren't expecting that one, were you?
You know what? I'm always so full of. Why don't you give it a try? It's your idea.
I've never been to a ball.
That's all right. You exude theatricality. So yes, tap into your inner performer and give it your all.
Everyone bend a knee.
Wait, hold on. No, it's good. Just a few notes, a little. Can you smile? Can you smile? Yes. And you're very excited that you're introducing them. Very excited. And it's a happy occasion. You can stop pulling your hair. One more time. Here we go. Introduce them to the crowd of beautiful, shining people.
Beautiful, shining people! Please welcome the new nobodies. I did it with a smile.
Very good.
Is that what they do? Is that right?
It's close.
A lot of teeth.
That's so many teeth. You have so many teeth.
We'll work on it.
All right. Both sound fun.
Alliteration.
Let's try it.
Okay. So you head towards the Airy Spire, then.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Have we been there before?
I mean, I have.
Oh, okay. I gotta make a new page in my notebook.
Your notes are so organized.
Oh, no.
Traveling through the ending rays of sunset, the night comes here in Drusar. As the fog begins to gather in the jungles below, you can hear the calls and caws of birds and simurgs through the air, eventually rising up to the thinnest of the spires, which is mostly just rock up until it begins to rise up into the tower-like structures that curl and peak. As you reach the exterior of the conservatory, you're greeted once again with the Escatori Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Wait, what?
Cynthia.
God damn it. As you approach in the early hours of the evening.
Hello, I am terribly sorry, but this is, oh, hello.
Wonderful to see you again.
You as well. Have you become a... What is this?
I just take Laudna's hand.
I'll be right back.
And she exits. Leaves here for a few moments, comes back.
The conservatory grounds are yours.
With my fellow
They
skull.
are yours. Not your companions.
Oh.
Like she owns them now?
No. What? Who are you?
You just said they're hers, so I.
You are
just
welcome to
worried
use the
you'd
facilities as if you were a student, yes.
Thank you.
The rest of you must wait.
Well, they'll be hers soon, so we'll see you later, Cynthia.
She kind of huffs a bit and straightens her shirt.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I just thought she was a bit rude.
A little bit comfy.
Is she?
A little comfy.
Little.
All right. Well, do y'all want to wait, or do you want me to meet up with?
This place is exciting.
You worked so hard for this. Take all the time you need. Do you know what you're looking for? Do you know what's going on?
I mean, I'm gonna try to look up. You know, I don't even know exactly what I'm. But weren't you wanted to look for things too, and we didn't get you.
We'll cross that bridge when we. Is she still here?
I mean, you guys have stepped away from her at the moment, I'll say.
Yeah. Maybe if you prove yourself a good student, responsible, maybe
This has been returned to you.
the rest of us can come in next time.
Sure.
Why are you acting like you're the only person that has to go in? Dorian can make somebody invisible.
We wouldn't want to ruin it for her if someone were discovered.
The door's open now. I just say you walk through it.
I will walk through it. But as I'm walking away, just send me anything you think of, okay, that you want me to look up. Just let me know, all right? I've got my connection with you.
Okay, all right.
You can do this. You can accomplish anything if you believe in yourself or if you have wealthy parents.
Thank you, Letters.
I think that is true, actually. I've heard that.
Y'all really don't have to wait. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I can meet you anywhere.
We'll just stay by this really opulent fountain. It's very
so much
nice.
to do out here. Look at all that money.
All right. Well, if
Is this an overnight thing? Are we seeing you tomorrow?
I don't know how long this. It could take hours. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I can come in on the. I could come here every day before we have to go to the ball. Before we leave town. I don't know. Oh.
Have fun. Go in there and enjoy
Okay,
it.
okay,
You work
okay.
hard to
You got
get here.
this. If you need anything, you talk to us in our heads.
Okay.
I give her a little pat on the booty. Get in there.
All right.
All right. With your seal, asking around, you are eventually brought to the conservatory library entrance. You show that you are indeed meant to belong here, and you are assigned a scribe who helps in the library, who can show you around. It is incredibly massive, at least to anything you've seen library-wise. It is hundreds of feet of books that just surround this kind of semicircle chamber, rising up with ladders that glide along, and you can see other students are rising up and down and bringing books to tables and stacks around. And while there is soft music playing, it is mostly quiet and bereft of conversation. It takes you a bit to kind of get your bearings. It's overwhelming. There's almost a sense of combined euphoria and anxiety that hits with the possibilities before you. But you find yourself quickly diving in and looking about. What is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for books on, oh God, storms, red storms, anything famous like that. I'm looking for the manifestation of powers, where things like telekinesis or telepathy would come from. I'm looking for, oh geez. Gifts, as in dreams that are prophetic in some way.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me. I'll say with advantage because you do have a scribe helping you out.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
Ooh, they match.
They do.
It's your natural 20s?
2 5s. Plus 2.
So this isn't so you won't find what you want, but it will take some time. While the rest of you slowly begin to wait and wander and begin to nod off at the benches that surround the exterior, the hours go by and go by as Imogen is completely enthralled and enraptured by the possibilities of answers and paths before her. You find a number of books and begin pouring through them, some that play into gifts, some that play into dreams, many books that lead into dreams, and some that are research papers, some that are just historical novels. Some of them are interesting, some of them you quickly toss to the side, but you begin making notes. A few things you learn. Dreams have been studied since dreams have existed. Many take dreams to be a window into the collective subconscious of all mortal beings, where ideas, fears, and aspirations are shared amongst us all. Theories often collect around them representing the soul, seeking to make sense of a senseless world, or being a direct connection to distant divinity, inviting their visions to grant direction and purpose. Other theories discuss dreams being a doorway to the soul, where powerful entities, whether just or corrupt, can seek to shape the mortal life into a tool for their grander machinations. Some theorize that dreams are the lessons of lives long past, speaking out to the living in hopes of teaching from their mistakes. Dreams are believed by some Exandrian cultures as glimpses, also into possible futures. Now, divination magic can often utilize dreams as a canvas for visions, prophecy, and communication. Some powerful magic wielders have historically been able to manipulate dreams through spellcraft, and such work has allowed whole populations to be manipulated, if unchecked. Now, dreams of red storms are a sparse study, but one that does exist. A copy of a study spearheaded by Professor Khadija Sumal is found, where there is a theorized pattern of individuals across Exandria sharing an occasionally reoccurring dream where a roiling storm of red chases and consumes. Historically, the few records of such accounts seem to swell near the recurring celestial solstice, which is on a roughly 30-year cycle, and have been growing with time as interest in the phenomenon begins to increase within academic circles. Now, theories surrounding the dreams involve worry about spiritually or psychically sensitive individuals of varying sensitivities being touched by fiendish influence, or ruinous title corruption, or elemental boundary flares, or failures, and a list of names seems to accompany the study, marked as contributors or subjects. Among the names, one stands out to you. Liliana Timmelt, your mother. There also appears to be more pages to this study, but they have been torn from the binding. And that's where we're going to end tonight's
Mama did some university studies.
Oh shit, little sleep study action, little university study.
Oh no.
So we'll pick up from there next time.
Page is torn out.
The pages of once they got to her mom.
Once they got to a certain porn. Once they got to a certain button of pornography drawn in there, it's just.
That's a different section of the library.
Once you get to a certain part within the study, it's just torn out.
Now for Rack, now for ruin and the coming of the red pawn.
Oh shit!
Oh, man.
Oh shit!
Good shit, man.
Anyway, we'll close tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you very much, and is it Thursday yet? Good night.
Oh man.